Hey everyone, Desh here from Sydney Apartment Buyers with a video to show you how you can check sun direction and aspect from home using this website suncalc.org. In the second part of this video, I've got some drone footage in Parramatta so you can see what this looks like in real life. So on the map, there are some small markers for north, south, east and west. In the top right hand corner, you can change to satellite view. And on the top, there's a slider so you can see the sun's position at different times during the day. So just go through to sunset. In the top left-hand side box, you can enter an address, and there's some additional times for sunrise, sunset, and daylight duration. The building that I'm going to be looking at is the Lennox in Parramatta. You just want to make sure this red circle is on top of the building you want to look at. Or if there's a particular face of the building you want to check, just move it to that side. So from here, I'm on the eastern face of the building, and we can see sunrise is about 6:39 in the morning, at which point this face of the building is going to get direct sunlight. And this isn't an exact science, but up until about between 11 and 11:30 a.m., this face of the building is not going to get direct sunlight anymore. It's only going to be the northern side of the building, which is over this side here. So just to show you what that looks like in street view. So this is the building here, and right now we can see the sun's in the north, and the eastern side of the building does not have any direct sunlight. Something else that's important to note is this is the south side of the building, and we can see there's very limited direct sunlight through the entire day. Now, I'm making this video in May, so the part the sun travels, sunrise time and the sunset time is going to be different other times during the year. So, for example, if I choose a date in summer, let's just go January 2024, the sunrise time and the sunset time. Sunrise is much earlier and sunset is much later, so the daylight duration is a lot longer. And this is part of the reason why you might hear people say the western side of the building or their western apartment gets hot during summer. It's because there's more direct sunlight during the day. Something else you might want to be mindful of is whether you're sitting in the shadow of another building. So we can sort of see that here on this satellite view, but you'll see it a bit better in the drone footage. So we have some drone footage over Parramatta of a sunrise. Just going past the Meriton, and what you'll notice on the eastern side of all these buildings is they're getting the direct sunlight. And up the back is the Lennox building that we were looking at. What you'll notice in this shot is the sun's path is going to be traveling where that arrow is behind all these buildings, and the S represents the south side of the building that we're looking at, which is going to get very limited sunlight, direct sunlight during the day. So there are some balconies on that side, so that's something you need to consider. You'll also notice on the back tower, which is the Coronation property, that the adjacent buildings casting a pretty big shadow on it. So just because you have an east facing apartment doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get to see the sunrise. So this is a photo from about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can see that the sun's on the northern side, and from where it started during sunrise to where it is at now, the south face of these buildings still hasn't received any direct sunlight. And that's going to continue for most of the day until sunset. So this last shot is of sunset. And the western face of the buildings are going to see the sunset.